Hi, I'm Doug Davidson. I'm the Research and Instructional Services Librarian here at the J.W. Martin Library on the Alva campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University. What I'm about to do today is give you a quick walking tour of our library and show you some of its features. So come with me. We'll move our way through the front entrance here. You can see out front there's a book return, so if you want to bring something back after hours, you can just drop it in there. Coming in through the front door, we'll walk around this corner. And here you can see a bust of Dr. Jesse Martin, a president of the university from days past. Coming around here, you can see our front desk. There should always be somebody at the desk to help you with whatever you need and check out any materials. Say hi, guys. Hi. Coming around this way, throughout the library, of course, you will find these study tables, handy to work on. And then, of course, our collections, which you can see on the shelves. You'll notice on the end of the shelves there'll be a range of numbers. Those are called call numbers. You'll be able to look these up in the catalog to know where to find your books. Our library is arranged according to the Dewey Decimal System. So the exact call number of a particular book, like this one here, Hitchcock's Films Revisited, has this call number, 791.43, and then the series of characters after that, that W85H, that's what we call cutter number, and that's actually just a shortened version of the author's name. So when you look this up in the catalog, you will get this call number, and you would just need to come to the shelf with the correct range on it to find your book. In addition to all of our academic materials, we do have a collection of DVDs. As you can see here, these are also available for checkout. And opposite those, on the other end of this lounge area, we have a collection of new releases. This is our fiction collection, leisure reading. Feel free to browse and check out anything we have in this area as well. Now I'm heading toward the west wing of the library, and this is where you will find our computer lab. You can see we have several computers out for your use, as well as the reference desk, which you will sometimes find manned with somebody who can help you. And back over here we have the microfilm collection. This is a collection of mostly newspapers kept on film for preservation. We have a large collection of the New York Times as well as a local Alva newspaper. Coming out of this corner and continuing toward the west wing, you'll see first of all our newspaper collection. These are usually kept current within the most recent month, and most of these will be local papers. Then when we come past there, we hit the reference collection. These are books like encyclopedias, dictionaries, all kinds of reference works. These materials, unlike most of the rest of what you find in our library, do not circulate, and that means you can't check them out. We do ask that you use them here in the library. However, if you are located on one of our satellite campuses, we do still ship these through our courier system, so you can still get all of these on another campus. These things will vary considerably. There are general encyclopedias as well as some more specific materials, such as, for example, this book of military history. We also have on this wall a collection of atlases. This was your grandpa's version of Google Maps. We have a wide variety of atlases here that you can also use as part of our reference collection. Past reference, you will see rows after rows of big, heavy-looking books. These are actually collections of journals, periodicals. Like here's one, for example, entitled Bird Lore. These have been bound together in what we call library binding. And so you open it up and you will have individual issues of bird lore collected together into a single volume. Now here at the university, most of the periodicals you will use are going to be electronic, and in later classes you'll have a chance to explore our electronic collections. But for now, I'm just showing you the physical materials here in the library. So, let's turn around and go up the stairs. We're headed back toward the main collection of the library, sweeping back around the computer lab. And you can see more of our book collection here. We're in the 800s in the Dewey Decimal System. That's literature. So there's a few different staircases around the library, and also the second floor can be reached by ramp from the outside. So I'm going to head up here. Now we're going up to the west side of our balcony. And the first thing you will find on the west side is our juvenile collection. This particular section of it is the fiction of the juvenile collection. The main reason we have a juvenile collection is for use by our education department, but the collection is available to any member of our community who wants to use it. Sweeping out of the juvenile collection, you'll see we have these study carrels looking up here. And we have study rooms. These rooms are available to anybody who wants to use them. You simply have to come in, grab the table, and start your work. There's no need to reserve these ahead of time. They are first come, first serve. So continuing toward the south side of the library, we next encounter the nonfiction of our juvenile collection, a wealth of child-friendly books of facts, folklore, and other interest to young readers. Again, they're mostly for the education department, but is available to everyone. We have some offices on this side of the library, but what I most want to call your attention to over here is that you will also find our archives and special collections are located in this room, and here is a man who lurks in our archives and is very helpful for finding information. Say yo.
How we doing?
Doing all right, thank you. So we'll walk out of the archives. That's where you will find information specifically about our university and also about Oklahoma as a whole. We have a number of Oklahoma history books located in the archives, as well, of course, as unpublished material. Now here, I am standing in front of the door of study room 7. I already showed you another study room, but 7 is special, which is why it has some instructions on the door here. To use study room 7, you will have to ask at the front desk, and the reason for that is because you will find inside a beautiful smart board available for use. This is again particularly popular with education, but anybody can use it. It's really good for practicing presentations you're going to have to give in class. Now we're coming down the balcony past more of our study carrels. We have another area for sitting and study available over here. Now we'll sweep down the stairs, and we're going to be up against the north wall of the library. This wall is important because this is where you will find our biographies. Biographies have a B on them instead of a regular Dewey call number. And the reason for this is because our library houses a particularly large collection of biographies. So they are set out in their own section. They stretch along this north wall and continue all the way down there past the stairs onto that east wall. Now, we have circumnavigated the library, so I will be heading back to our front desk. Let's ask this guy a question and see if he can answer it for us. How much does it cost to print here?
It's free.
It is free. Printing is free. It is already paid for in your student fees. And we open the library at about 7:45. So if you need to print something before a class, you can come and do that. You can see that we've got the printers right there behind him. Anything you print will come out on that, and the person at the front desk will put those papers out for your use. Now, to end our tour, I am going to show you just a couple more secrets. We're going to head past our previously mentioned new releases collection, and we'll come around this corner, and you'll see right there at the end, room 101. This is a classroom. This is typically used for library instruction, and oftentimes classes will come in here to meet with me so I can help you out with individual issues or finding your research materials. So there it is, Classroom 101, my personal haunt here at the library. But that's not all. Right next to this room is my office. And if you are having trouble finding any materials that you need for a class, if you're stuck looking for a research topic, if you just can't figure out what your professor is asking for, if you need some serious help, you can come right in here, and this is almost certainly where you will find me. And I am here to help you get what you need so that you can find success at this university. So, that's it for this little tour. I realize that was pretty rapid. Nonetheless, I hope it gave you an idea of some of the things that are available here in our library. We hope to see you soon. We hope you'll stop on by. Thank you very much.